Hey y'all, welcome back to Naturally Candid, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Shannon, and if you haven't already, please to hit the like, subscribe and notification bell so you can know when I upload. Today has been a day, and I feel like 10 million truck run over me right now, as you can see, but I am committed to the task of bringing this information to you. I'ma feel like record a video, so your girl gonna record the video anyways, okay? So not judge me. So here we are. Big things I gotta talk about today. Yeah, big things I gotta talk about today. You asked for it, so here I am bringing it to you. And let me put my disclaimer out there. I am not a real estate agent. I am a simple girl living in a simple world, learning new things every day and sharing that content with you. Okay? So don't quote me on everything like I am a real estate agent. I am not. I am just sharing with you what I know as we go along in this journey of unfolding and unraveling life. All right. Owning a house is a big deal. Whether you are going to live in the house or you're going to rent it out as a rental property, it is still an investment. It is a massive investment, as a matter of fact, because a house is one of the most expensive things that you'll probably buy for yourself. And guess what? It also has big rewards. So why I said that it's a win-win whether you live in it or whether you rent it is because the house appreciates in value every single year. And it's not just the house. If you even purchase a piece of land, it's the same thing. They appreciate in value every single year. So whether you're collecting rent from it or not, you're still in profit when it appreciates in value. So it's a win-win situation. Get yourself a house. Win-win, win-win, win-win-win-win-win-win, Arlan. All right. I've been hearing people complaining about the cost of the houses these days, especially the ones that are new developments. And the complaints that I'm hearing are coming mostly from millennials who are singles. You know, the way the system set up, to be honest with you, the way the system set up is that it's a bit challenging for you as a single person to purchase one of the new developments, as far as I'm concerned. And especially with properties that are under the NHT that work on a point system. That means if you're not working for very long, you won't have much points, which means that it might be a lot more challenging for you to obtain one of those NHT housing developments. But there are ways around the system. As long as your salary can afford to manage these ways, then there are definitely ways in terms of you can borrow from other lending institutions to add to the amount that NHT is giving you. But then it all goes down to your salary or wherever you get your money from. But at the end of the day, please to pay attention to how much money you have. Now, but I gotta take up one big old luxurious house. We all know that we all love luxury. Me love luxury. I mean, you know, we like the little niceness and so. But if you can't afford the house with the niceness and so, take what you get till you get what you want. As long as you know that you're going to be working for what you want, just take what you get till you get what you want. But not better take out a house, because houses and mortgages take a while. If you cannot afford a particular house, choose one that you can afford. But anyway, we're not going to go into that today. Sweetheart, I have news for you. There is an option of purchasing a house on the open market. So if you cannot afford a new development business, find a house on the open market that you can afford to purchase. They usually call some of them fixer-uppers, where you buy them at a certain level, then you fix them up and you sell them back at a bigger price, which means that you would have been in profit or you rent it out and you get a good amount for rent because of the type of fixtures that you have put in the house. So yeah, you can consider that option. Plus, it is said that when you purchase houses on the open market, it is cheaper. So if you find that getting one of these housing developments is becoming a challenge, you can choose to get a house from the open market. Let me go ahead and repeat this disclaimer. I am not a real estate agent. I am a simple girl who is also a millennial seeking a home to purchase, and I am doing my due diligence in doing the research and finding the information, and while I'm doing so, I am also sharing the information with you who are interested in knowing it just the same. I've always wanted to know about how we go about dealing with stuff on the open market, and so I've done research, countless research over a period of time, and so I've garnered some information, and that is what I'm sharing now in today's video. All right, so with all that said, that was a mouthful. Let me just go ahead and go into the step-by-step process of purchasing a house on the open market. The first thing you need to do is to get your eligibility letter from the NHC or any other mortgage provider of your choice. What this will help you to know is how much you are qualified for the loan, and it will also help you to know how much you will be paying back for the amount of money that you wish to borrow from the lending institution. The next step to take is to find the property that you so desire. Take into consideration the location of the property. You need to know if there's a development ability to this property. Can it expand? Do you see any room for fixing the property into the property that you'd like it to be in? And also pay attention to the price. Remember, you need to be on a budget when it comes down to purchasing a house, because you know, one by one house where you cannot afford, else it's going to be on your tail for years and you can't pay it back. You don't want them to confiscate the house if you're unable to pay. So make sure that you take these things into consideration. When searching for the properties, you can either search for the properties on your own or with the guidance of a realtor. It's always safer to have professionals who do these things to do it with you or carry you along the process. But we all know how expensive home ownership is. So if you are able to go and find the property that you are interested in, and then further along the line, I'm gonna be mentioning where the lawyer comes in. But if you can kind of help yourself to ease some of the costs, then you can definitely search for the house on your own, in comparison to if you would want to search with a realtor. You know, you have to pay a realtor probably 3 to 5% of the cost, but all these payments will be done after the deal has been closed and you finally get a house and all of that. You'll have to pay realtor and lawyer fees and such like that, but we'll get into that. You can choose to use a realtor or you can choose to search for the property on your own. How you can find properties that are listed on the open market is through Google. Anyways, all the answers are on Google, so you can definitely check out Google. Or you can go the traditional route and you can search in newspapers, specifically the Gleaner. Gleaner always have these things in there, so you can specifically search through the Gleaner. I'm not sure about Observer. I never looked into the Observer, but I know the Gleaner has the section in it for houses on the open market. And the thing about the Gleaner is it's always some new updated houses that you see listed in the open market, so it's a very good place to search. Okay. This next step, I think, is very important and crucial for you to have a lawyer. Yes, because you need the lawyer the initial phases to really go through all the ins and outs and nitty-gritties of the law with you as it pertains to purchasing the house. And you want them to be there from scratch so that you don't make no mistake. You don't want to make no mistake when it comes on to home purchasing. So get a lawyer from the get-go. So I would say for this next step, you should get a lawyer. After you get the lawyer, you and the lawyer can discuss the offer that you'll be making on the particular property that you're interested in. And then you guys can also discuss the way forward.
Once the offer has been made, if it is accepted, then immediately from the get-go, a valuation of the property, a survey of the property, and a title search should be conducted.
What the survey will do is that it will help you to know if there are any breaches of the land. And believe me, when you buy one house, you don't want no problem. So breaching of the land is a problem, and you don't want that. So doing a survey will help you to curtail that problem. Doing a valuation will let you know what the value of the house is. You best believe that there are some persons selling houses for way more than the house is actually valued, and you don't want to be in a position where you're robbed that way. Hence why you really need a lawyer from the get-go to help you to go through these situations, these ins and outs and nitty-gritties, so you can understand the whole home buying and home purchasing process. You don't want to be robbed. Or too expensive to get robbed for buy it. You understand? Bear in mind though that you will be required to have a 10 to 20% deposit amount for the housing cost or for the house that you'll be purchasing. Oh yeah, this is what I'm missing. The balance of what will be left will be paid in installments. Now this is the part now where we really get down to the nitty-gritty. Like, you almost have the house now, you almost become a homeowner and all these things. So you know, really get technical right now. So this is a step where the attorney for the person who is for the seller will be preparing an agreement of sale for you to sign. Now you don't want to sign your signature on anything, because signature are some serious things right now. So you need to have your lawyer going through all those documentation, because sometimes them lawyer here slick for the seller, them slick. Them use some little words and terminologies and them structure it in a way where it can be very deceitful. So you have to be careful and have your lawyer. I can't emphasize it enough, because they'll be able to decipher the document and go through the document through the P's and Q's of everything. So if you're not a trained lawyer, get yourself a trained lawyer to go through these documents for you, so you don't sign to any little thing and get robbed, because you can get robbed. Okay, you don't want that, and you want to prevent any little issues and problems that you might have along the way. So ensure that you have your lawyer in when it comes on to these paperwork. Another thing I want to say is to let all money transactions go through your lawyer. Find a lawyer that will take on the responsibility to process the money transactions for you. It makes your life much easier, and it also makes the process less challenging for you, because your lawyer will be handling the paperwork, the payments and everything. So you will have a paper trail for every little payment that you have done. Also, I've done some research and realized that NHT and some other banks will tie the lawyer fees and all that to your mortgage, but I am not entirely 100% sure about this, so I would advise you to do additional research on this. I just saw it as a good point of information that I could probably share, so you can look into that carefully, so you don't take just my word for it. So do some additional research on that and then see where it can benefit you. Also, in my research on the NHT website, I realized that they do provide open market loans. You can definitely go to their website for more information on this at www.nht.gov.jm, and you'll get more information on the open market loan if you are interested to know more about it. That is it, y'all. Happy open market house buying to you all. Well, That's for those who are interested in buying on the open market. I do hope that this video was informative and interesting for you. If you found it important to know or you found it informative, do not forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know when I upload. Also, you can leave your comments down below so I can know what content you'd like to see me post next. Until that time, I will see you in the next video.